Hi everyone, it's Mana here. So, are you thinking about coming to Japan and making some real friendships? Or maybe you are dreaming of meeting that elegant, modest Japanese woman and falling in love? Sounds like a dream, right? But let's be honest, when you actually try to make that happen, it's not always so easy. It can feel like there's this invisible wall, and sometimes it seems like Japanese people are avoiding you, especially when it comes to dating. So frustrating. So I've been thinking, maybe it's not just about what you do, but how you are doing it. Maybe you've been using the wrong approach or missing out on chances without knowing it. In this video, I want to talk about how to approach Japanese women, how to start a natural conversation, how to build a real connection, and what you should be careful about when starting a relationship with a Japanese woman. But first, let's talk about what's really going on in Japan right now. From a social perspective, things have changed a lot. Suddenly, there's been an increase in scams, robberies, and even violent crimes lately. Because of that, many people in Japan are becoming more cautious around strangers, especially those they don't know well. On top of that, our lifestyle here has become really convenient. So some people, both men and women, don't feel the need to find a partner right away. They enjoy being single. But as you probably know, Japan has this beautiful cultural concept, omotenashi. It's all about the hospitality and being welcoming to guests and customers. That spirit is still very much alive. So what can you do? First things first, come to Japan and start interacting with people who are out there. Be respectful, be open, and get to know the culture beyond just a tourist spot. And don't worry, I put some specific tips that will help you avoid the most common mistakes and actually connect with Japanese women in a real, natural way. So stick around and let's dive into it. Let me tell you a little bit about what I've experienced at my restaurant. My place gets a lot of tourists, solo travelers, couples, even families. But honestly, most of the solo travelers tend to be men. And now here's something interesting. When they really enjoy the food, they often come back, not just once. They will visit a few more times during their short trip in Japan. So after I see them a couple times, I start to recognize their faces and their vibes. So I will be like, oh, he's come back. And I try to chat with them, just something light or interesting to break the ice. Sometimes they actually talk to me first, especially on their first visit. It's never anything too serious. They might just say, I just arrived in Japan yesterday and I was walking around near my hotel and I found this place by chance. That's it. Simple. And that's actually how the conversation starts. And if the woman you are talking to seems to react positively, she's smiling and her body language is open, try adding a little more small talk and nothing heavy, just keep the good part going. So, if you're thinking, how do I talk to Japanese people? Just start like this, be genuine. Talk about what you are experiencing in the moment. You don't need to impress anyone with perfect Japanese. Just be friendly and real. Or try saying something in Japanese that you've learned. Konnichiwa, ohayo, mata ne. Even if it's just one word, it sounds cute and it's a great icebreaker. And now, here's something you really need to know. A lot of Japanese people are still not super confident with English. So if you want to have a good chance of connecting with someone, you've got to choose the right kind of place. Think hostels, casual hotels, bars or cafes inside those hotels, or local events like community festivals or language exchange meetups. These are spots where Japanese people are usually more relaxed and open-minded, especially younger people or those who've had more experience talking with foreigners. Personally, I love when customers at my restaurant tell me about where they are from, like they will talk about their neighbor food or their favorite food back home or even something small like the weather in a country. I find it so interesting, and so many customers have told me about amazing places they visited during their travels and always give me ideas for where I should go next. And I'm gonna tell you honestly, so many of the foreign customers who come to my restaurants are super fun, kind and respectful, and I really like that vibe. It makes me want to talk more with them, even if my English isn't perfect. So if you bring that kind of relaxed energy with you, you're already making a great impression. Okay, now you are thinking, how can I take this from a casual chat to a real connection? Not in a creepy way, just like a friendship or maybe something more. Here's a little tactic. I think it's super natural and really effective. Ask her something simple like, is there a favorite cafe or local spot you think is worth visiting? That's it. Most Japanese women aren't going to jump into deep conversations right away, but asking for a recommendation feels casual, respectful, and so much fun. It shows you are interested in her taste, not just trying to get something from her. And then actually go to the place, and the next time you see her, share about it. Something like, hey, I went to the cafe you mentioned and it was so cozy and I tried a cake and you are totally right. And if you can add a little extra, something you liked or you saw at the place, the conversation becomes more fun. And trust me, this works. Some of my friends who work at hostels or hotels have made real friendships with foreign guests this way. And sometimes, after chatting a few times and building a trust, they will even go out and explore the place together. And then, after they go back to their home country, they keep in touch, they chat, send messages, maybe follow each other on Instagram, and the relationship continues. It's not just a vacation friend, they become real friends or sometimes even something more. But one thing I can say, trust takes time. You can't build it in a few days. It's not easy to exchange contact info unless the person feels comfortable with you first. So be patient. Talk a little each time and don't be pushy. Don't disturb her. Okay, so let's talk about what many Japanese women actually think about when they are starting a relationship. The number one thing, your appearance. This does not mean you have to wear designer brands or look like a pop star. It's not about being fancy, it's about your vibe. Your appearance reflects what's going on inside. Are you clean, put together? Do you look like you respect yourself and take care of your life? That's what really matters. Because not just Japanese women, women all over the world can feel that. We know this. Number two, your behavior. This is so important. If you're bouncing your leg without even realizing it or sneezing super loudly without covering your mouth, yeah, for a lot of Japanese women, that can feel a little scary or uncomfortable. So, check your habits, especially the ones you do without even noticing. We all have little things we do naturally, but some of those habits can give off the wrong impression. Being aware of yourself is a big part of building trust. And one more thing, remember how I said your vibe is important. Let me explain that a little more. Vibe means the energy you give off, and most people naturally feel attracted to others who have a similar vibe or a little higher because it feels comfortable, safe, relaxed. We want to be around the people who help us feel at ease or not stressed. So if you're hoping to meet someone special, whether a friend or a partner, take a look at your vibe. Are you being the version of yourself that you want to be? Don't forget to work on becoming your ideal you, not for others, but for yourself. Because the better your vibe, the more likely you are to attract someone who's aligned with you. So, there you have it. Today, I'm talking about how to approach Japanese women, how to start a natural conversation, how to build a real connection, and what should be careful about when starting a relationship with a Japanese woman. These are just my perspective, but honestly, I think a lot of Japanese women feel the same way. I hope this video helps you take the first step toward building a meaningful, respectful relationship with a Japanese woman. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until then, I would be happy if the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!